Most financial advice doesn't fail because it's wrong. It fails because it assumes humans behave like spreadsheets. They don't. If money success came down to intelligence, math skills, or knowing the right strategy, then every finance major would be rich and every lottery winner would stay rich. But that's not what happens. Money isn't a math problem, it's a behavior problem. And today, I want to talk about why and how to stop fighting your own brain when it comes to money. Think about most money advice you've heard. Cut lattes, max your accounts, just budget harder. That's like telling someone to lose weight by yelling, eat less, from across the room. Technically correct. Emotionally useless. Humans don't change because of formulas. They change because of stories, pain, and identity shift. That's why personal finance blogs feel boring. But watching someone ruin or rebuild their life on YouTube gets 10 million views. Stories stick. Spreadsheets don't. Let me introduce you to two people. One is a janitor, no fancy degree, lived simply, drove the same car forever, invested quietly, died with millions. The other was a Harvard educated executive, extremely smart, took big risks, wanted status, went bankrupt, same country, same market, totally different outcomes. The difference wasn't IQ, it was patience. It was fear, ego, comparison, and insecurity drive spending far more than math ever does. You can understand compound interest and still overspend to feel validated. Being smart doesn't protect you from human behavior, it just helps you justify it better. Money rewards people who can sit still while everyone else panics. And the ability to not light money on fire out of boredom. That's it. That's the cheat code. Here's a fun experiment. When you see someone driving a Ferrari, what do you admire? The driver or the car? Exactly. Nobody looks at the person and thinks, wow, that person must have inner peace. They think, cool car. And then they forget about it 12 seconds later. Ironically, we don't actually care about that person who's driving the car unconsciously, but consciously we still want to be in that person's position. We spend money trying to impress people who aren't paying attention, using money we don't have, to buy things that don't actually make us happier. The truth is, we don't want the car. We want the validation we think it brings. Funny how our human mind works. Lifestyle upgrades feel earned. Spending becomes a symbol of progress rather than a tool. So income grows, but freedom doesn't. The trap isn't lack of money, it's attaching identity to appearance. Money is most powerful when it buys independence, not attention. Here's the lie nobody likes to admit. Money will not fix emotional problems. It won't cure anxiety. It won't create purpose. It won't make loneliness disappear. Money is definitely great at removing stress up to a point. After that, it's like turning the volume knob when the song is already loud enough. More noise, no more joy. If you're miserable without money, you'll probably still be miserable with more of it. When you look closely at people who build real wealth, you see two traits over and over. First, obsession. Not hustle culture nonsense, just quiet and long term focus. Second, long term thinking. They're not trying to win this year, they're trying to not get knocked out. They don't need to win fast, they just refuse to stop walking. That's it. Money success isn't about being smarter than everyone else. It's about being patient when bored, being calm when scared, being humble when winning. The hardest part of money isn't knowing what to do. It's sticking with boring, reasonable decisions while the world screams for excitement. If you can do that, you don't need to be brilliant. You just need to be consistent. And that's something normal people can actually do. And that's it for today's video. I hope this helps and hope you can get something out of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.